The Kentucky Bluegrass Award is an annual book award chosen by students from around the state. A slate of 10 nominees is selected by Kentucky librarians each April. Students have a year to read one or more books from the list and vote for their favorite. I'm not always impressed by the nominated books, but this year's books are some of the best I've ever read. Our all-school summer read, Dragon Hoops, is one of the nominees, and I have to say it's one of the best graphic novels I've read. It's on par with my favorite graphic novel, My Friend Dahmer, and I love that book a lot. Here's our virtual bookshelf of all the books on the list. You can access this list from the library's website. Scroll down to the quick links on the homepage and click KBA Bookshelf. You can learn more about each book there and access the form to vote for your favorite. Remember, you only have to read one book on the list, although reading two will help you make a better decision. So, if you read and love Dragon Hoops, pop over to the KBA Bookshelf and vote for it. I'll compile all of Trinity's votes and send them to the KBA committee around spring break, so you have lots of time to read more books on the list. One of the best books of 2021 made this year's KBA list. The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley won 3 major awards this year. The Morris Award for Best Debut Author, the Prince Award for Excellence in Young Adult Literature, and the Edgar Award for Best Young Adult Mystery Novel. That's no small feat for Booley's first book. The novel tells the story of American Indian Donis Fontaine, who puts college on hold to take care of her mother. After witnessing a murder, Donis goes undercover to help the FBI investigate the source of a lethal new drug. This thriller will keep you on your toes until the last page. 2 years ago, Jeff Zentner's Goodbye Days was our summer reading pick. This year, his stellar new release, In the Wild Light, is nominated for a KBA award and was just nudged out by The Firekeeper's Daughter for the Prince Award. While I have not read it yet, I've heard nothing but good things for this coming-of-age story about Cash, who's lived a difficult life in a small Appalachian town. When his best friend Delaney gives him the opportunity to go to an elite prep school in Connecticut, Cash must decide if his future is there or at home with the grandparents and town that saved him. Jeff Zentner is a master storyteller who only writes awesome books. You won't want to miss this one. Finally, this year's list features Stamped, Racism, Anti-Racism, and You by Jason Reynolds and Ibram X. Kendi. As it says on the first page, this is not a history book. This is a book about the here and now. A book to help us better understand why we are where we are. A book about race. One of the reasons I teach African American history is to help students understand how the past influences our present. Without a strong historical background full of the good, bad, and ugly, we cannot understand why we are where we are and how to facilitate change. Stamped is an excellent, easy read to help you understand our country's history, its influence on the present, and a path to a better future. I cannot recommend it enough. Other standouts on this year's KBA list include We Are Not From Here by Jenny Torres Sanchez, which tells the story of 3 teens taking the perilous journey to immigrate from Guatemala to the United States. I Must Betray You by master historical fiction author Ruta Septis, which considers the fall of communism in Romania in 1989, and Blackout, a set of interconnected short stories by various beloved authors, including The Hate U Give author Angie Thomas. Blackout follows multiple teens when a blackout hits New York City in the middle of summer. I know you're going to love the books on this year's KBA list as much as I do. Stop by the library to browse and check them out. They're on display as soon as you walk in the door. They're also an ebook and audiobook on Sora. And don't forget to vote for your favorite. You only have to read one to vote. I can't wait to see what you choose. Have a wonderful rest of your week.